In this video we are going to see the second before the last game on World Chess Championship match Nepomniachtchi-Ding. Welcome, and here we are going to see some interesting things inside that game. Nepo for the last game in this match played e4, and in the previous match actually he lost. In the previous game he lost actually a very painful game, and here he come back and fight. Actually it was very inspiring to play like this. Now we have e5 from Ding, playing solidly. We have the Spanish opening. I already explained to you a lot of things about the Spanish in the previous videos. You are very welcome to check them. And after a6 we have approximately the main line, knight here, and after short castling he played bishop to e7, inviting white to go for something like c3, and then we will have the marshal attack. So he played d3. Now we have the anti-marshal, and after b5 he went back, and now he played d6. He cannot really play d5 now because white is protecting solidly his center and this bishop is open. For that reason he played d6, and already here we have a strategical threat. The strategical threat is to capture this bishop because this pawn is protected right now, and he's threatening to play knight a5. If white played without thinking this move, for example, try to prevent this spin or something, then we will have this knight there, and he's going to eliminate this Italian bishop, let's say, because this diagonal a2 to f7 is the diagonal that we're putting the light square bishop, and this is in the Italian opening. So he played this move c3, try to give more space to the bishop, and of course this spin is nothing because we can play something like h3, and if he just exchange here, black is going to lose the bishop pair. White will have the bishop pair. So we have castling h3, bishop to b7, and in a previous game Nepo played this move and won a game after the move a4. Probably Ding will be ready about this, and for that reason right now in this game he played bishop to e3. The idea is to develop the knight next, and the bishop will be outside of this knight, so will be more active. And another thing that he would like to do is to play d4 here to open up the center. He didn't do it in the second move actually, he would like to do it slowly, step by step. Knight here, bishop back, c5, try to fight against this d4 square, and after knight bd2, rook to e8. Black is already preparing himself because he has a lot of active pieces against this pawn. So we have a4, and now he cannot really play b4. It looks very normal, but it's not so good because we will have some exchanges. Knight here. What are you going to do with this knight on the rim? You're going to take it, right? And after this one, this bishop again is in this diagonal, and this is very active. White can continue the game like this, the rooks can come in the center of the board, and here white has some pressure. It's not winning, he has some pressure actually. And for that reason he didn't play b4, he played this waiting move h6, and now we have d4. Now it's white's turn to put a very strong strategical threat. White is threatening something here, and if we are not playing, we will have a strategical lost game. For example, if we play a normal looking move like this one, then white can play the move d5. And the problem with this move is that the center is closed. Obviously this bishop is extremely bad right now, and we cannot really do anything on the queen side. For example, he can exchange here on b5 some pawns, and then he can play something like b3, and he can close everything on the queen side. However, in the other side of the board, white can come. He can play something like this, g4. For example, here knight can maneuver like this, and he has fantastic activity in the king side. It's extremely difficult to defend, so it's not good to allow this d5 move, and for that reason Ding captured here, and after these exchanges he just captured everything, and now we have knight to c4. Try to put this outside knight in the center of the board. Again we have some exchanges. This c4 pawn is little weak, but it can prove strong pawn as well. And here Nepo didn't play very nicely actually. He has to play queen e2, and when I say he didn't play very nicely, he didn't play the best move, it's very difficult to play the best moves even for 2800 players. He cannot find everything. When your clock is ticking, things are not so easy, and if you play a very important game, again things are not so easy. So we need to not to criticize them too much. However, here we would like to understand what is going on, and the best move was this one, because immediately he's threatening that pawn. And after rook to c8, he can play something like this right now, and black should not play d5, because after this we will be just in time to play e5. The knight is under attack, he has to move it, and now f4. He can move the bishop, for example, to protect that pawn, bring the other rook in the center of the board, and step by step he can play f5 and maybe f6, try to create a very strong attack. So white is clearly better here, because these pawns are blocked. We have fantastic blockade here on the dark squares, and this bishop is blocked. Black don't have activity, don't have good pieces here. However, he should not play d5, he can play something like bishop here, but after rook a to d1, this pawn is a little weak, and step by step, white can start putting pressure here. However, during the game, he just changed the move order, and he played f3 instantly. The move order is something that we're learning in the first year of chess, when you start learning chess, and we learn this one in the lesson in the correct move order on how to capture the enemy pieces. Profitable exchange, you need to take something. It's very, very important to learn this way, and as you can see, we can follow this strategy in later stages, how to calculate correctly. So the correct move order is very important. In chess we have two things. From one side we have the main idea, he has to play something like f3, queen here, and bring the rooks in the center of the board. This is the general idea, and the other hand is how to execute this idea. And now he didn't execute it correctly. Actually, he played a normal looking move, however it's not good, because after this move and bishop and after queen e2 right now, he can play d5, and he cannot play the same idea like this because the rook can capture that pawn. So he don't have this one. He played bishop to f2, tried to prepare a little bit his things to protect his bishop from there. We have d5, and unfortunately he has to take. And after this exchange, black is better here. Black has the upper hand because the center is completely open. He can jump forward. We have a very strong pawn here. We can play something like this. We can put the rook here to attack this pawn, actually, to press a little bit this pawn. And where is white's attack? Where is white's activity? For that reason, his pieces are not very active here. Black is better. He played this move, and now the most natural move in the world is rook to b8. This rook is nice here, eyeballing a little bit this pawn. This pawn is a little weak and overprotecting the bishop. I'm not sure why he didn't play this one. I'm not sure if he afraid something like this. Maybe we can exchange the pieces, but this was the most natural move. However, Ding had another idea in mind. Already, after this move, rook to e5, he has an idea to exchange the sacrifice, to give the rook for the bishop in the appropriate moment. The rook from here is to overprotect this knight. It's looking very active here, however it's little exposed in that square. And now he played the rook on c1 in order to attack the pawn. We have rook c8, knight e2, and now again Ding he didn't play the best move. However, it's difficult. We should not criticize them too much. It's difficult to find the best moves. And here, in order to find our moves, we need to find what white is threatening, what white would like to play in the next move. And his next move is queen to d4, because he would like to attack this pawn. He has one attacker, we have one defender, and he would like to attack it again. So the next move is queen to e5, keeping an eye here to the rook and keeping an eye to the pawn. This is the idea. And for that reason, he has to play queen e8, very nice tactical, with a very nice tactical idea. After this one, he can play f5. And now white has a lot of problems because this bishop is under attack, and if this bishop goes somewhere, then the knight is dropping. And after this move, try to attack the rook, we have the tactical blow, bishop to c5. And the queen and the king are in the same diagonal, so we're going to win something here. This is the main idea behind queen e8. However, he played this move queen e7. The only problem is that he's blocking this diagonal, but it's okay. He played like this. We have queen here. He played the 5 very, very aggressively. And once again, black didn't have the black pieces. The match was equal. He had the black pieces, and usually with the black pieces, we would like to draw the game, to defend. However, he's playing very aggressively right now. He played the move f5, and he would like to win the game. He's putting problems, and he would like to exchange the sacrifice, because after this, he foreseen to sacrifice the rook here. And after this exchange, he captured a rook. He captured a bishop and a pawn for the rook. He exchanged the queens, and now this pawn looks very, very strong actually. He played this one attacking the knight. We have this move, rook to d7 attacking the bishop. We have first of all the check, activating all of the pieces. Very important check because we are blocking this rook to a7. It's very important to calculate everything and stop opponent's counterplay. And now he moved the king and we have bishop here, and suddenly this rook cannot go anywhere because a lot of squares are protecting from these powerful bishops, the rook and king, so this rook is not extremely active there. So exchange in itself, we have these exchanges, and now bishop on d5 because this pawn was under attack. And after this we have knight here. It's very easy to go wrong at any moment. What are you going to play here with the black pieces? Your bishop, it's under attack because he would like to take, and after this he can take the pawn, right? And the most obvious move is to play bishop on c6. Already a big mistake because tactics are extremely important in the game, and now we have a very brilliant tactic from the white side, and he has this. The bishop can take. However, now the rook can take, and you can see black pieces are unorganized. Everything is under attack. This one, maybe even the knight is under attack. So he's attacking a lot of white pieces and he's going to capture something, and white is winning. For that reason he has to avoid this trap actually. He should not play there, and after this best move he's counter-attacking the rook. So we have this move, he played here, and after a5 he played king here. The king is approaching to the center of the board to help the pawns. And after rook e2, this pawn is under attack because he's attacking twice and defended only one. So we have knight there attacking the rook, and he cannot do anything at all. They are trying to repeat the position here because black have their own strong points. For example, attacking there, attacking here. He has very nice active pieces. The white king cannot really approach the pawn because we are protecting a lot of squares there. And after this professional perpetual check, they agreed to the draw. I hope you liked this video, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Tactics is one of the most, if not the most important part of the games. Your plan could be successful if you use the tactics correctly, and the tactics can be accelerator to your plan. With Grandmaster Stelios Chalkias, we created this amazing chess course here on tactics and calculation, and you can read the description. We have a lot of lessons and 100 exercises there. If you follow the blog post, then you can read more about Stelios' life. You are welcome to click the link below the video and learn more. Thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Here it's time for action. This is the initial page of my website, and here you can click Give me access to get access to free lessons. You can read this page, and if you scroll down, here you can add your name and your email. After that, you're going to take a free lesson how to avoid chess blunders. So, time for action is now, and you're very welcome to join my mail list.